Network Entertainment.
In however much we want to take into consideration the opinions of others, at the end of the day, we are the ones who will end up living with the consequences of our decisions.
Right.
So, okay ka lang ba dun? Di ba? Yun yung tanong. Okay
Masaya
ka lang
nga
ba?
sila, pero ikaw.
Yeah.
Diba?
You make a decision about your life, for example, or your career. Your friends who look down on it will go home to their own houses and live their lives. Your parents who told you to study this instead or do that instead will not be around forever, right? Society, the larger society, what would people think? They don't know you, so they don't care.
Busy sila.
Oo. Relieve
Di ka nila
yourself of
iniisip.
the burden of the last one.
Right.
Because they don't care. They don't know you. We all have a choice to either live life by default or you can live life by design.
Hi, this is Mirza Season. Welcome to You Can Do This, a podcast that'll help you achieve your dreams and goals one episode at a time. What are you waiting for? Let's go! Do you ever feel like life is just too overwhelming with so many options? People have so many opinions, so you're stuck and you can't even figure out your next step. Whether it's at work, in your relationships, or even the way you see yourself, don't you wish you could see things more clearly so you could be more decisive about what you need to do? Finding clarity will not only help you make better decisions, it can also give you the confidence and direction to finally move forward. My guest today can help because he helps people make things make sense. He's a certified Gallup Global Strengths Coach, a World Institute for Action Learning certified action learning coach with certificates in applied positive psychology, and is the co-founder of the design agency Pushpin Visuals. He guides individuals and teams to think more clearly, tell their stories with impact, and take meaningful action towards their goals. Please welcome back on the show, Albert Orr.
Hello, Mirza.
Hi again. So, when did you find clarity about your mission to help other people find clarity?
I love that you started with that question. Does Albert practice what he preaches? I think for me, the aha moment was in college.
Okay.
Because growing up, so the aha moment for me was realizing that, you know what, growing up in school, at home, I was often told, sige na, gawin mo na yan, sundin mo na lang. Diba?
Okay.
Kasi like adults know best.
Right,
diba?
right.
Sumunod ka na lang sa matatanda. Gawin mo na lang yan. Right? So, it wasn't until maybe in college, and I don't even remember now what it was exactly that was being asked of me. But someone took the time, so one of my professors took the time to explain to me, kaya natin ginagawa ito because.
Oh.
And it was like a switch just turned on because it made me realize growing up, either never or very rarely, kaya hindi siya tumatak sa isip ko, pero no one's ever taken the time to explain to me why things are the way they are. Or why we do the things that we do. Bakit kailangan ko ng uniform sa school? Ba't hindi lang ako pwede magsuot ng kung anong gusto ko? Diba? Yung mga ganong bagay na bigla akong, I like the Filipino term, naliwanagan.
Okay.
Like just the light bulb went off. And so, and it made me realize, you know, if someone just took the time to explain to me why these rules are in place,
Right.
I would be more compliant. Instead, hindi. Medyo hindi ako masunuring bata, right? So that was my aha moment na parang if someone took the time to explain to me in a way that would make me understand, I get it. I would follow it. I would understand. I would comply
That's
with it.
why pala yung Gen X naiinis lagi sa Gen Z. Especially kung subordinate nila. Kasi laging, but why? Kasi
right?
hindi tayo pinalaking ina-explain na ng why.
we either defer to authority or that's just how things are done. Tradition.
Right.
But I think what's being evident rin kasi the world we live in now, the decisions that were made by our forefathers were not always the best decisions. And we're
Right.
now living with the consequences of those
They
decisions.
kind of destroyed the planet.
Oh, so good on you, Gen Z, for asking those
Yeah.
questions. Bakit?
Right.
But that, for myself in particular, led me on that journey to always ask bakit.
Okay.
Yun yung naging, I guess, parang default ko.
Right.
Bakit? Ba't nga ba ganyan? Ba't nga ba ganito? Bakit hindi ganyan? Yun. So that's where my clarity came from. And I realized as well, when it comes to the work that I do, or even in the career paths that I've chosen, I am most energized and fulfilled when I'm also able to help others have that aha moment. So my career choices, coaching. I spent 10 years teaching in schools. I am doing design and illustration work for
Right.
Pushpin. But our area of specialization is information design. We create
Right.
things that make information. We use drawings and stories to make information easy to understand.
Right.
Parang, okay, in a way, yun na yung naging tema ng life ko to, as you said, make things make sense.
Right. So clarity talaga ang
Yeah.
naging mission. So why do many people feel stuck or confused ba? Like, and what are the most common signs na this person medyo hindi siya clear kung anong gusto niya?
I mean, I should preface this by saying that it's okay to not know what
That's
you like.
true.
Right?
Yeah.
Life is one big experiment and we are free to live it to the best of our abilities, right? Okay lang yun. We don't know what we don't know.
Right.
Yeah. So it's okay to not know what you want. But for those who feel that it's a struggle, yung nagiging detrimental siya to my enjoyment of life, because now I'm angsting about it, I lose sleep over it. I think those are the first signs, right? I angst about it, I second guess it, I overthink it, I lose sleep over it. Those are the first signs siguro. Then okay, nandun na tayo sa point where it's not okay to not know what you want. Why do we struggle? It's because, number one, hindi, you know how in school, tinuturuan tayo math, English, science. Hindi tayo tinuturuan discernment. So that's the first. We're not taught how to discern, to judge and evaluate things. Number two, even when we do want to do that discernment, we are also encumbered by what other people might expect or think of us. I can't follow this path because I have to support my siblings who are in school. I can't do this because my parents want me to do that. If I do this, what might my friends think?
Right.
And that's fair. It's fair to think that kasi we are living in a society, 'di ba? So even if I tell you that my life goal is to be naked all the time, hindi rin naman pwede kasi we are part of a whole, 'di ba? But what I always tell my coachees is that in however much we want to take into consideration the opinions of others, at the end of the day, we are the ones who will end up living with the consequences of our decisions.
Right.
So, okay ka lang ba dun? Di ba? Yun yung tanong. Okay
Masaya
ka lang
nga
ba?
sila, pero ikaw.
Yeah.
Di ba?
You make a decision about your life, for example, or your career. Your friends who look down on it will go home to their own houses and live their lives. Your parents who told you to study this instead or do that instead will not be around forever, right? Society, the larger society, what would people think? They don't know you, so they don't care.
Busy sila.
Oo. Relieve
Hindi ka nila
yourself of the
iniisip.
burden of the last one.
Right.
Because they don't care. They don't know
Right.
you.
Right.
Hindi ka naman artista. Kahit na artista ka, okay lang. It's okay to reinvent yourself. Right? People have done
Right.
that. So, I think yun. It's okay. And I want to be clear. Kasi baka, I want to be clear.
Yes.
The theme of my life. And I want to be clear kasi I don't want people to think na parang, oh, then I should just be selfish, live for myself. No. Sure, we live in a society, you live with other people, therefore it's okay to consider. But come into it with the knowledge that you live with the consequences of your decisions.
Right.
If you're fine with it, then okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Can you share an inspiring story of maybe a coachee of yours who came to you confused and then found clarity? And
I'm always hesitant when you ask me about these things
Okay.
kasi I recognize
No names.
Oo. And then I recognize they're not my stories to tell
Okay.
always, and therefore I might not be telling it well.
Right.
But the Reader's Digest version,
Okay.
and hopefully your audiences know what ano si Reader's Digest.
Paki-Google po.
Ano si Reader's Digest? So the short version of it, the Wikipedia version of it, is that I had one of my coachees was struggling because na-promote siya sa work.
Okay.
And they were an individual contributor for the longest time, 10 years in the company, finally being rewarded with a promotion, and is now managing people for the first time. And over the course of 3 coaching sessions, we came to a series of realizations. Na the first breakthrough niya was, oh, the reason why I'm having a hard time managing people is because I am managing like how I was managed by my boss.
Okay.
Therefore, that's not my leadership style. I was trying to be like someone else. Hindi pala yun yung only way to lead. Further down, na-realize niya, the second breakthrough was, ayoko pala mag-lead.
Okay.
After learning how to be a good leader, okay, I found my style. Sure. And my people are more effective because of it. The engagement scores were higher, the productivity was higher. Pero ayaw pala niya. And while he was leading people, the cost, now that I am, so the transition kasi was dati command lang ako. So I'll just tell you, gawin mo to, gawin mo yan. Nahanap niya yung style niya. Okay, I need to be a more compassionate leader. The cost to them though, they were losing sleep over it because as a leader, because they were caring, dala-dala niya cargo ng mga empleyado niya and ng mga tao niya. So I know I should let you do this, but I also know your kids are sick. So maybe ako na lang gagawa.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
I know I can trust you, pero I kinda, yung parang meron na siyang ganong hesitations tuloy, and at the same time, dala-dala niya in their head yung emotional baggage ng mga tao. So na-realize niya, ayaw niya maging leader. So that was the second breakthrough. In the end, took an early retirement, decided to become an artisanal something florist.
Oh, okay.
Flower arrangements.
Right.
Does not report to anyone. Happier, all the happier for it.
Yeah.
Right? Which led us to the third breakthrough. Kasi kinamusta ko a year after. So how are you doing? Ganyan. I realized I was working for 10 years to get to a certain level in my career. I don't need pala money.
Oh.
Kasi I was not intending to get married. I have no intention to have children. No one's dependent on me. I didn't need pala money. What was I
Para
working?
saan pala?
Oh, what was I working towards?
Okay.
Pala.
Wow.
So yun yung naging realization niya. Now happier for it.
Imagine if you did not find that clarity.
That was what they were saying. Na I spent 10 years,
Right.
13 years in corporate, all in all, 13
Right.
years. All I wanted lang pala was to live in a farmhouse and arrange flowers. Yun lang. Happy na siya.
Right.
Yan.
Baka yan ang ending nating lahat.
Ano kasi, the difference, and this is what I wanted to get at, why I
Right.
wanted to share this kwento, is that precisely what they said to me na that clarity could have come sooner, sayang. I had
Yeah.
already spent 13 years in corporate.
Right, right.
The reason why they were in corporate in the first place was because they graduated magna cum laude. They were took that internship in the company, got absorbed, and just figured, okay, ito yung expected
Tama.
of us.
Right.
The point I'm trying to make is that, you know, you, we all have a choice to either live life by default or you can live life by design.
Right.
Siya, finally, nakapag-design siya ng life that works for them.
Right.
Took the early retirement, used it to buy a farmhouse, arranges flowers, does workshops on the weekends. Yun na, happy na siya.
Right. Right.
Yun.
I'm sure many people can relate to that. I certainly can because as I used to tell my parents, just because I'm good in math doesn't mean it should
Right,
be my
yeah.
career.
Yeah.
So for other people questioning their life purpose or direction, what are the first things that they need to ask themselves?
When was a time in my life when I felt the most fulfilled? Because I come from the belief that whatever we were put here on earth for, we are already living it out. And na-experience na natin yun at least once. That time when parang, uy, eto. At this particular moment, this was me fulfilling my purpose here on earth. So I think it's just a matter of taking the time to look back. When was I at my best? And more critically, when was I at my best for someone else? Those are two different things.
Right.
They will point you to the same thing. They'll help you triangulate, okay, who am I ba talaga and why am I here? But those are two different things. Who am I at my best? Has to do with skill. But like you said, just because you're good at math
Right.
doesn't mean you have to pursue it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, math is a skill.
Right.
And you can develop other skills.
Right.
Right? I also resist yung narrative of pursue your passion. Right? Kasi passion is self-fulfillment lang yung end point nun eh. I like drawing. It's my passion. Eh di drawing ako. Sino lumigaya? Eh di ako. Right? But if you draw it on a piece of paper, that's a dot on a map. That's passion. That's exhaustible. There's nowhere to go after that kasi nga dot lang siya. But if you live for someone else, if you direct your passion outward in the service of other people, then all of a sudden, see, I'm using math, Mirza. Yung dot mo is now a line, right? There's now direction. That's purpose.
Oh.
It's when we live out whatever talents we may have for others.
Right. So if you're an artist and you draw well and you make many paintings,
Yeah.
must you necessarily paint for others?
I think there are works of art that you can do for fulfillment, di ba? I am a coach by day. I will draw for fun at night, di ba?
Right.
In the same way that there are singers who do it, who will perform for an audience, but will also just have as much fun singing while they're doing the laundry or at the karaoke bar.
True.
Art then is gonna like painting, because that was your example. You can do it for fun, but see, purpose comes when, and I think this is really one of the things rin naman that all artists share. They want to reach out and connect with others. That's the purpose part of the work,
Right.
right? The craft part is natututo ako gumamit ng gouache, ng watercolor, natututo ako sumayaw, kumanta, whatever. And that art doesn't have to be the creative arts as we traditionally understand it. It can also be, I am developing my craft pagdating sa accounting. Like, I'm gonna be the best forensic accountant in the world.
Okay.
Right? I can be the best marketing person in the world. But then that has to be expressed outward.
It has to impact others.
Oo.
Right. So, because there are many artists who keep their work to themselves, right? And never put the art out there
Yeah.
So parang secret lang niya yung passion niya.
And that's fine. Diba? That's passion.
Oh.
Right?
Pero pag nilabas mo na, then it can impact others.
Right.
And maybe inspire others or move others.
That might be your purpose.
Right.
It might also not be, right? And
Right.
like I said, purpose is really why do I do what I do, right? And that purpose is divorced from the specific job title, job description. Hiwalay yun.
Right.
I can be a dad and still fulfill my purpose. I can be a coach and fulfill my purpose. In fact, yun, yung pinag-uusapan natin kanina, yung clarity seems to be my jam. For me, that really is it. I feel like my clarity, my clarity of purpose. I feel like my purpose is really to help make things make sense.
Right.
Maging klaro. Especially in a world na maraming misinformation, fake news, etc., etc. Maraming distraction, maraming noise. I want to be able to help bring people to that space of clarity so that they can see
Right.
and be their best selves. And I can do that in my coaching work, right? I help people
Right.
get to clarity. I do that through the drawings and illustrations that I make kasi napapaliwanagan ko sila about different advocacies.
Right.
I do it as a parent when I try to explain things to my kids, right? Even when as a friend who needs help, oh my gosh, why do I keep dating the same wrong person? Di ba? I keep dating the same wrong
Relationship
type of person.
patterns.
Bakit? Then that's my
Right.
opportunity to live out my purpose.
Right.
So that's why I say, hiwalay yung what you do
Right.
versus why you do it. The purpose can be lived out whether at work or outside of it.
People often ask me what I use on my skin, and they're surprised when I say, not much. I'm pretty low maintenance, and I've always had sensitive skin. So over time, I've learned to stick to products that are gentle, dermatologist backed, and specially formulated for sensitivity. Since I discovered it at my derma's office over 20 years ago, I've always loved Aven. Aven's latest innovation, the Hyaluron Active B3 range, targets the causes of aging instead of just correcting the signs. Its key ingredients, hyaluronic acid and niacinamide, help renew senescent or inactive zombie-like skin cells, resulting in firmer, plumper, more elastic skin in 4 hours. And that kind of dermatological radiance powered by science. I also love its light, velvety texture. It's never sticky or harsh, and it feels good on my skin all day long. What I appreciate most is how Aven has a safe and efficient formula for calm, balanced skin, not quick fixes, keeping it fresh, rested, and irritation-free. Highly recommended. Wow, so you're the eyeglasses of the world.
Oo, the prescription glasses of the
Yes.
world. Kasi
So-
may eyeglasses na walang grado eh.
Ay, tama. Pangpakit lang. So what gets in the way of clarity? What are the biggest obstacles? Or sometimes, are there people who actually don't want clarity? Para they don't have to do anything.
So two things. Actually, just one thing.
Okay.
What gets in the way of clarity? Noise,
Oh.
right? There's just a lot of it.
Yeah.
And that noise can be external, yung why spend time reflecting on my life when I can doom scroll my way through it? Di ba yung I can just be on social
Right.
media.
Why confront it?
Oh, why confront my inadequacies when I can be jealous of others' lives? Di ba parang others' curated feeds?
Right.
So there's noise. That can be external. Diba? And I say external because whether we like it or not, it's being fed or shoved in our faces. Paglabas ko, makikita ko yung aesthetic clinic billboard. Oh my gosh, ang pangit ko, di ba? When I go online sa Facebook, the algorithms aggressively feed us these
Right.
things. But it can also be internal. Yung ano sabihin ni mama? Ano sasabihin ng tatay ko? Ano sabihin ng friends ko? That can also be internal. Na we think of others or we know na we're just scared
Yeah.
to take that step.
Yeah.
The fear is also one of the things. So I think being able to distinguish, and I say noise because we have to be able to distinguish what are actually meaningful signals versus hindi, panggulo lang siya. Right? Kaya sinasabi ko, the thing that gets in the way is we're not taught discernment.
Discernment.
Eh. How can I tell what's noise and what's signal? What's a sign? My parents have lived a full life. They have wisdom to share. But how much of their wisdom is actually hard-earned wisdom that I should take seriously versus are they also speaking out of their own fears and hang-ups and inadequacies, right? Same with anyone else who we might ask for advice from. Saan ang gagaling? So, yung ganong discernment, and even for myself, yung kunwari, I need to make this decision about my career. Do I take the next step? Do I turn it down? What do I say yes to or no to? Am I saying yes to it because that is what's expected of me versus eto talaga yung gusto ko, right? Am I just afraid to, kunwari, leave the company and start my own business? Yung ganon, that's noise. And so I think a lot of it will still boil down to what we were talking about, the discernment of it.
And once you do achieve clarity,
Yeah.
where do you get the courage to, after discernment, di ba, like you say, alam na natin gagawin natin, takot lang tayo. And once you do find clarity, where do you get the courage to act upon it so that you don't waste the rest of your life?
Himayin muna natin yung flavors of discernment, right?
Okay.
Kasi iba yung, like I think once you see that there are different flavors to that clarity, the actions that follow will also become clear. The first step is really, babalik ako dun sa, no, you know what? Hindi. We really just need to learn to discern.
Okay.
Right? Now, what does discernment actually look like? What it looks like is being able to step outside of ourselves. You know how it's so easy to fix everyone else's problems?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Yung tayo, magkakaibigan tayo.
Ganun ako dati.
Yeah. Everyone will tell you about their problems. Madali lang yan. Ikaw kasi, you keep dating the same wrong person. It's so easy because think of us as being inside a bubble. Right? Tayo kasi, nasa loob tayo ng bubble. Na-experience kasi natin yung life natin na yun. So we can't see everything. We can't even see ourselves in it. We talk about accountability. We can't account for where we are in that situation. Pero yung friends mo nasa labas, kita nila na bubble, kita nila nasan ka dun sa bubble na yun. Right? So it's easy for them to give that advice. Discernment is being able to step outside of ourselves, to see ourselves and our place in that bubble so that we can know what are the next steps, what are the paths available to us. Now, part of that is practice. We just have to get used to stepping outside of ourselves.
Okay.
You can't step outside of yourself if your room is messy.
Right.
Maraming kalat, you can't even see the floor na.
Okay.
So you have to make space for it. Diba? That's why wag muna mag social media, wag muna clear your head, like make space so you can actually move around freely in the room and see things clearer. Clarity sometimes comes with courage. Parang minsan kasi what prevents us, why fear drives us, is because we don't see the alternative. Diba? For example, I'm trying to decide, do I stay in my employment, in my place of employment? Do I start my own business? Right? Not that I'm saying one is better than the other, but if that's your decision, for example, I know people or I have coaches who want to start their own business, pero parang ang hirap eh. Sabi ko, hindi, lahat yan mahirap. It's just, anong klaseng hirap haharapin mo dito? Right? And so, take small experiments. What if mag-weekend market, bazaar-bazaar muna ako?
Try mo lang.
Try mo lang. Okay. Running a business pala, wala akong steady paycheck, pero meron akong agency about, oh my gosh, kulang ako 15,000. I guess maglalako ako ng kung ano-ano. Yung, I have agency over how much money I can, should, and need to make, right? Pero at the same time, ito 9 to 5. Oh, baka mas gusto ko yung 9 to 5. Uwi ako after and clock out. Kasi pag magnegosyo ako, kahit patulog na ako, I have an idea for a marketing plan. I need to do this. Ganyan. Right? So, it's trading one for the other. But maybe with little experiments, the courage comes because all of a sudden, this big gaping unknown, ay, alam ko na yung outline. Ay, alam ko na some of the details. Then it's easier to take the steps.
Okay.
Sometimes though, clarity does not come with courage.
Okay.
Right? Sometimes the clarity is, ay, kaya pala ako nandito sa trabaho na to kasi kailangan kong pakainin mga kapatid ko, kailangan kong sustentohan magulang ko. How do you, di ba? How do you make your way out of that?
Yeah.
How do you navigate through it? So whether it is a perceived or an actual expectation that comes with that clarity, hiwalay na usapan si courage, right? Then I always look first at, sige, if this is the situation you're faced and you need that clarity and you need that courage, you have the clarity.
Yeah.
Okay, the reason pala why I'm here is because of this. Pero ang scary to move forward. The first thing I always look for is who can help. We are not designed to
Right.
be individual islands in life.
Right.
At the end of the day, I think humans are born to be a community. Kaya yung laging nire-resist ko is, and this is hard to resist, I have to tell you, Mirza, yung the notions of self-care, right? Or even yung that sense of individualistic actions to take care of big problems. Yung, talaga may climate change, mag-segregate ka lang ng basura. Yung, why is it up to me? Clearly, it's a systemic problem.
Right.
Bakit ako lang gagalaw? Bakit ako lang mag-segregate basura? Di ba? In our community, for example, nagsasegregate kami basura at the individual level, pero if they all have to be dropped down the same garbage chute, and then si
Nako-combine.
garbage collector will just put everything in the same truck anyway, then pointless, right? So the courage, I think, needs then to come from other people if ako nakukulangan doon.
Right.
Yun. So we have to look for help.
Right. Yeah. Who can support you?
Yeah.
Right. Like, I think for some breadwinners who have like stable jobs
Yeah.
and are afraid to pursue what they really want to,
Yeah.
it never occurs to them to ask support from other siblings.
Yeah. And let's be
Or-
clear, I don't wanna put the burden entirely on the shoulders of the person who has that clarity but maybe doesn't have the courage. Yung parang yun nga, like you said, if I'm the breadwinner, gusto ko magnegosyo, parang, why is it up to me na naman to make my life better? Why can't, pagod na nga ako mag-alaga ibang tao, pwede bang someone na lang looks after me? Ako na naman maghahanap. That is exactly also what I'm saying. Na you don't have to carry that burden yourself. And that's why sometimes, in the absence of my own courage, pwede ba akong manghiram na lang from other people? Part of it is just having conversations about it.
Right.
Having, and when I say conversations, I mean honest, vulnerable conversations so that you can create a space for other people to step up and offer support. Kasi that's the other thing that I've encountered a lot from people who feel stuck
Yeah.
na hindi sila willing or kaya to even just ask for help. That's one. And then number two, when the help arrives, they don't know what to do with it. How many people do you know, Mirz, yung parang, sige, ako na yan. Hindi, kaya ko to. Right? Again, that's part of the ingrained narratives of ipupush sa self-care or sa bookstore, meron tayong section self-help. Right? Yung kaya, you can do this, right? You can
but-
do this. But there's that's an incomplete statement.
Yeah.
Right? You can do this, with the help of other people. Right? In fact, the whole ethos of this show, Mirza, di ba? Yes, you can do this, but
There's always an
merong
expert helping
tumutulong,
you.
right? There's people like us who help,
Yes.
right? And then dun papasok yung you can do this.
Right. And so finally, what is possible and how will your life change once you do get clarity and courage and direction?
The thing that's consistent across everyone that I've coached is that when you have that clarity, you realize that there is no single set of criteria that defines what it means to have a fulfilling life. Sometimes it's career. Yung parang, yeah, I'll just pursue my career, be the best CEO in the world.
Right.
But sometimes it's living in a farm, arranging
Yeah.
flowers, di ba?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's being a parent. Sometimes it's just being dual income, no kids. I
Right.
love that. I mean, di ba? Parang iba-iba eh.
Yeah.
And part of what we owe it to ourselves, having been put here on this earth, is to take the time to honor that, to determine what does it mean for me to live a full life, and then to live it by design instead of living by,
By
default.
default.
Yeah.
Wow. Great.
That's so much more. That's what will happen for me, like for other people as well, once you have that clarity.
So broaden your definitions of success
Yeah.
and don't fall into the comparison trap. I get a lot of messages or conversations about, I went to my high school reunion, lahat sila may asawa na, ang yaman nila, may anak na silang lahat, and where am I? I'm lost because of the comparison trap.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get people to broaden their definitions of success because of, I guess, in their bubble, what they're fed, what they've come to believe and expect.
You know, there are two questions, and one of them I shared earlier, but the two questions that you also owe it to yourself to ask, right? When was I at my best?
Yes.
Right? And when was I at my best with other people? So that's the first one. Yung talagang na-feel ko yung fulfillment na nung moment na yon. Yes, this is the life. The other thing would be, when have my friends and loved ones seen me really bloom and flourish?
Oh, that's a good one.
Those two, I think, will give you a strong sense of direction. These are like clear signals. Ito yung purpose ko. I think we've all really experienced living out that purpose at one time or another. And then it's just a matter of, okay, like, this is why I'm here.
Right. No matter how young you are.
No matter, no matter how young you are. You can already see early on pa lang eh.
Yeah.
In fact, in many ways, having coached multiple people for the past decade, it's when we are youngest that we feel most unbridled. And then as we learn how to live this life, parang nagkakaroon tayo ng scaffolds and barriers and walls.
Yeah.
I think it helps to step back and see
Right.
what that alternative might look like.
Right. And I guess really look back to your childhood. Like, bata pa lang ako, I really loved writing na. But no, I found my parents kasi gusto nila mag-aral ako ng statistics.
Which is fine. It'll
Which
help
is
you,
fine.
right? It
'Cause
enriches you.
It enriched my mind, helped me think in a more logical way. And in the end, naging writer din ako.
But
Buti
beyond
na
that,
lang.
and here's what I've also noticed with you, Mirza, is that you're not just a writer, because that's the job.
Yeah.
But where I also see you most fulfilled is when you're telling stories that connect with people.
Right.
And I see that whether you're coaching, I see that through the show, when I watch your show, I see that when you're on stage, I see that when you're writing.
Right.
And I think more than the writing itself, that seems to be your purpose, the storyteller that, brings people together.
Thank you for the free coaching session. Na-check ba lahat ng question? Thank you, Coach Albert. I can see clearly now, and I hope all our listeners and viewers also found clarity somehow. Where can people find out more about your work and your coaching?
So these days, because I need to maintain my clarity,
Yes.
I'm not as active on social media,
Okay.
but I am fairly active on LinkedIn. So are people even on LinkedIn, di ba? Parang, no, but
Yes.
I'm on LinkedIn at Albert Orr. I am also still marginally on Instagram.
Okay.
At Albert Orr as well.
I like that.
Yeah. But I would instead point people siguro to, if they want to learn more about the work, they can follow me in two other places. The first is at Pushpin Visuals, where we use drawings and stories to make things make sense. And also on my other podcast, Drawing on Hope, where we help you gain a bit more clarity on how we can make the world a better place.
Great. I love how the clarity coach also needs to maintain his clarity. Thank you, Albert.
Thanks so much,
And
Mirza.
I'm sure you'll be back on the show again.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Salamat.
Bye. Thank you for listening to You Can Do This. If you want to know more about me, visit Mirza.com. That's MYRZA.com. And follow me at Mirza Season on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and LinkedIn. If you like this episode, please don't forget to rate it 5 stars. Hit the follow button on your podcast streaming platforms and hit the notification bell to get alerted every time we release a new episode. Catch you at our next convo, and always remember, you can do this.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.